I got some Seagrams here. It's not the beer. It's ginger ale in my wine glass. And this video is not sponsored. But this is good for the stomach. And welcome back to the Crystalina Perspective. If you're interested in learning about my occupation, where I work at, what I do, how I get my cha-ching ching, stay tuned. Really loving these Wonder Wink Neo scrubs. Not sponsored, pay for these with my own money. But anyway, and my paparazzi earrings by my lovely jewelry boutique, Glam'd. Anyway, let me get to the point. I am here to do a video discussing my occupation, me working as a nurse, but most importantly, me working as a research nurse. So yes, guys, I am a research nurse, and oh my gosh, it's a whole different world. So let's talk about it. I wanted to hop on and do a quick video about something that I don't see often on YouTube. You see different types of nursing, but I don't see a lot of research nursing videos. So I've been an LPN for a year and a half, well, almost a year, well, no, a year and a half, almost 2 years. And basically, this journey has been amazing. I started this research job last year in April. So a little bit of my background, let's like rewind back. So by trade, I'm naturally a LTech nurse, which LTech nurses have the niche of being med-surg and critical care nurses merged into one. So I started off working on LTech unit. So I have some critical care background. I also have some med-surg background. I currently still do work in an LTech unit. I'm currently studying to get my ACLS for LPN. I have a video about that for you guys later after I get it done, because at this particular hospital I'm at, they're paying for it and they want their LPNs to get it. So yes, I'm an LPN that works at an LTech unit as needed, so PRN. But full-time, I'm a research nurse. I work for a research facility, and most research facilities are private owned. Some of them are public facilities, but my particular facility is private owned. So a lot of the doctors that work there are retired doctors, and we get a lot of private sector money. Now, let's talk about what I do. Y'all girl be enjoying life. I'm just gonna be honest. Research nursing is a whole different field of nursing. And what I mean by that is, one, let me tell you what type of research my facility do, because our research nursing is different. Some research nurses, they do surveys, they do consultations, they actually may be in the lab. It just kind of depends. But my type of research nursing is more of a pharmacological aspect and a mental health aspect. So mental health, considering I'm the person that has borderline personality disorder. Anyway, so yes, I work for a research facility that specializes in mental health disorders, and they do research on new mental health or psychiatric drugs. There we go. We got some ginger ale to that, guys. And no, this is not liquor. And even if it was, I'm grown. But this is ginger ale, though. Anyway, yes. So I work for a facility where we do research on psychiatric patients. We basically make sure that they're stable. They have to be stable. They have to have a diagnosed mental health condition. And they also have to understand that they're gonna have to be taken off of their medications, and they're gonna try a new medication, or it might not be the medication at all. So yes, the medication that I administer to the patients is a blind study. So I don't really know what drug it's gonna be, simply because the raters and the doctors and those people, they're the ones who talk to the sponsors, and the sponsors are the people that are like, oh, we've been researching this new drug. And guys, let me rewind. What we're doing is not like cruelty. Let me explain it, because I know some research can be really cruel. That's not what we do. We not shocking nobody. We not poisoning nobody. We not doing anything like that. These things have been deemed safe. So they've been tested over and over and over again. We're just trying to see how we're developing the side effects, as well as how these drugs would treat the disorder. So that way, when you get the drug on the market, you're basically able to get the nice commercial, nice informational that says, this drug does da 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 da, and it causes da 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 da, and it does da 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 da, and you should buy it. And here's coupons, and you get a pharmaceutical rep, and basically they come with all these samples of the drugs, and they buy you lunch. And yes, that's the point I'm trying to get to. So yes, that's basically what we do. We have a 17, well, it's 18 bed unit, and then we have another unit that have it has 6 beds, but more like 12 people can fit. No, it's 10 beds, so 20 people can fit actually. And so we have 2 units. All the units are locked. We also do sleep studies. We do studies with various tobacco, cigarettes, vapes, that type of thing, but that's like a different sector. And yeah, so the patients get fed really well. Their meals are free. They get the toiletries that they need. They get snacks. They get entertainment. They get whatever they want, to be honest. And they get paid on top of that. So it's a win-win for everybody. Now, my role is to administer the drugs and to monitor the patients. So I do have to do some documentation. I do have to make some notes. Our facility is paper. And so we basically have to make sure that we're writing the notes, to make sure that we're letting the raters, the coordinators, the doctors know, well, this isn't working for the patient. So I don't know if they're getting mad or not, but this isn't working. Or if it is working, this patient has been pleasant. They haven't withdrawn to their room. They're in a bright mood. They're not experiencing any delusions. They're not paranoid. They're not having any hallucinations, that type of thing. So it's a full-on mental health facility. It's a full-on dealing with patients with mental health disorders, and it's enjoyable. So yes, there are tons of research nursing positions in tons of facilities, and it can be public or private. So yes, that is my work. I have been enjoying it. I am running up on my 1-year anniversary, and basically I work 12-hour shifts. And depending on how the studies are going, simply because we have quite a few studies, I could work 12 days in a row or 10 days. I did that a few weeks ago. Or I could just work my regular rotation, which is 3 days one week, 4 days the next week. So it's a really good fit for me. I still work at the LTAC unit, and I'm mandated to work 2 shifts a month at the LTAC unit. And I'll do a separate video about LTAC nursing, because that's a whole different vibe. But the research nursing is pretty chill. It's a lot of, you have to be detail oriented for the job, simply because you have to speak with the doctors, the coordinators, the raters, simply because it's a lot of paperwork with doing these research studies, and you're wanting to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're doing it safely, and you're not doing any harm, and that you're also helping the company that's trying to bring out these drugs, because it takes 10 to 12 years for a drug to even hit the market. So you're wanting to make sure that you're getting good data, so that way if it is a good drug, it can get out there and help the people that really need help with whatever mental health disorder. I deal with all of the mental health disorders. There's none that's excluded. So I have schizophrenia patients. Like right now, we have a unit full of schizophrenia patients. We do bipolar, anxiety, depression, borderline personality disorder, which I do have borderline personality disorder myself. I already tried to sign up for a study because of, the study money pays really well. But I'm not at that point where I need to do a study, and they won't let me do one either. Anyway, that's okay. I do love the fact that, it's something different, it's something fun. Each day is not the same. It is not repetition. So if you like repetition, research may not be for you, simply because depending on the type of research you go in, you may not be doing the same thing every day. One day you may be consulting and you may be asking questions and doing surveys and doing data, and the next day you may be pulling drugs and labeling drugs and verifying and two-person verifying and doing this and doing that with drugs or product or whatever you're doing in the research facility. The next day you could be in the lab with the actual scientists, which are PhD doctors or MD DO doctors, looking under stethoscopes and doing things, assisting them with various things. The next day you could basically be meeting with the monitors of the various studies and having meetings with them and talking to them about what they can do to make the facility better for the patients and the staff. So there are like so many different areas that you could work in research nursing, and it's not like you need, there are certifications you can get, but any of those different hats that I just said, you could do, especially if it's a private sector facility. Now, if it's public research has stipulations. That's a different little ball game over there. But I work in private research and I love it. Yes, so that is what I do. I love my job. There are days when I don't love my job, but that's everybody, but I feel like in the future I would love to be an OB nurse, but I also feel like I would definitely drift off into research eventually, when I'm getting like older in my career. So yes, so I hope this video was informative and entertaining for you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe. Hit that button. It's either on one of these sides. Hit it for me and let me know. And if you guys have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to follow my social media accounts, plug. And yeah, so until our next video, bye.